In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily install Google Tag Manager on your website. And best of all, you can do all of this without knowing a single line of code. Hi, my name is Mohammed Asmal. I'm a digital marketing strategist. Let's get into Google Tag Manager. So the first thing you need to do is to create a Google Tag Manager account. So to do this, you can just Google Tag Manager, and the first option will be tagmanager.google.com. You can click on that, and obviously you'll need to be signed in with a Google account. So any Gmail account you can use to sign in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on create account. Now, because I have multiple instances of Google Tag Manager, that's why it's showing up here. If you have nothing, it'll just show create account. That's fine. Click on create account. So for this one, it's just a test site. So I'm just going to call it dev site, and you can choose my country. So I'm in South Africa. So I'm going to choose South Africa. I'm going to ignore that. And then for container name, I can make it dev site as well. And then the target platform. So this is for the web. So I'm going to choose web. And then I'm going to click on create. Now it's going to ask me to accept the terms of service. Click on accept. Click on yes. Okay, and now it's creating my account. And as you can see now, my Google Tag Manager account has been created. Now we need to install this on our website. So I'm going to show you two ways how to do this. So the first way, as you can see here, is the recommended way, and the way that I do it is we're going to add this piece of code into our head and the body of our website. So here Google Tag Manager is telling us copy the code below and paste it on every page of your website. So I'm going to click on copy this. And instead of doing it on every page of our website, I'm going to be using WordPress, and I use the Divi theme for all my websites. So I'm going to go to in my WordPress dashboard. It's going to look like this. Hover over Divi, then go to theme options, and then here I'm going to click on integration. Now here Google Tag Manager told us the head. So the first thing, I copied it. I'm going to paste it here because Divi is telling me this is to add code into the head of my website. And then here below that is saying additionally paste this code immediately after the opening body tag. I'm going to copy that, and there's the body tag in Divi. And then I'm going to click on save changes. But what this is going to do, I don't have to go manually and add it into every page of the website. Divi is doing this for us. And just by doing this, Google Tag Manager is installed on our website. Now I mentioned I'm going to show you another way to do it. And the other way to do it is with a plugin. Now, if you don't have the Divi theme, most other themes should have something similar. But if you don't have these options, then you can do it another way by adding it via a plugin. But as I told you earlier, the way I recommend it is doing it directly onto your theme. So you don't want to have unnecessary plugins on your website. So you go under plugins, add new, and I'm going to type in Google Tag Manager. So the first option here, it says Google Tag Manager for WordPress. That's the one I'm going to choose. As you can see, it has 114 5-star reviews. So you know it has been tried and tested. So you click on install. All right, so once it's installed on our website, you click on settings, and all we have to do here now is copy and paste our Tag Manager ID. So if we want, we can get our ID from here. See, this is our ID, this is GTM. But if you don't want to do it that way, there are other ways as well. So you can just click on admin here on the top, and there you can see there's our ID. We can copy this and then just paste it in here, and then click on save changes. And you see it says setting save, and it's done. And now we don't want to have it in two places because I did add it manually from the theme. So ideally you want to do one of the two, but you don't want to do both because then you're going to create an unnecessary conflict. So now that I've showed you how to install Google Tag Manager, what is Google Tag Manager and why do we need it? So in order for us to track things on our website, like for example, Google Analytics or Facebook Pixel or LinkedIn Insights tag. So for all of these tags, every time now you want to add that piece of code on our website, we're going to have to manually do it for each one. So for example, for Google Analytics, we'll have to add a piece of code similar to this. Then for Facebook, we'll add another piece of code similar to this. Then for LinkedIn Insight, we're going to have to add another piece of code similar to this. And for Google Ads tracking, so it becomes too many pieces of code that we have to add on our website. So Google Tag Manager actually makes it easy for us, so we can have one platform that controls all our pieces of code on our website, and we can just add them as tags. In this video, I'm not going to go over how to add tags to your Google Tag Manager. This video was just a simple video just to show you how to add Google Tag Manager to your website. And even if you're not using WordPress, most other platforms will have something similar to this, where they will have a place to add your code to your head and code to your body. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next video, keep on untangling the web.